Welcome back to episode 11 of this week's Rounding Third podcast. Co-host Sierra Sacco, All-American Team USA player, and we're going to dial it into a different little avenue this week. We got Alyssa Loza, our Director of Player Development, joining the show. Alyssa, welcome to the show.
Happy to be here.
Alyssa, a product of Southern California, North Torrance High School, and I can remember recruiting Alyssa out of, it was before the transfer portal. Back then, you kind of, we just knew that somebody was you looking for a new home. They'd email you, whatever. You start doing some digging and say, hey, we need a picture. This kid is a picture, so let's see if we can do some research about it. It's a lot more streamlined now that it's all kind of on one website. But before, you kind of had to do a little bit more digging in terms of getting a transfer arm and that kind of thing. And, I can remember recruiting you and all this, and I just got through reading the book Unbroken. And it's about the prisoner of war, Louis Zamperini from California, was on pace to be the first 4-minute miler. I've talked about that before with the outfield and the team, really, because I tell a lot of stories. So we've talked about Roger Bannister, later dubbed as Sir Roger Bannister for my history buffs back there, becoming the first 4-minute mile somewhere in the mid-1950s. But Louis Zamperini was well on his pace and ran a 4:12. This is before World War II. Ran a 4:12 in Madison Square Garden. So several laps around Madison Square Garden, ran a 4-minute, 12-second mile, was going to be the first one to do it, and then gets called to World War II. Has the calling, joins the military, going on in doing the things. But I say all that to say this, the same high school that Louis Zamperini went to, Alyssa Loza shared those same halls some 70 years later. So how about that for a little fun fact of the day?
No, it was super cool to be, go to high school there and see all his accolades and what he was able to accomplish, not only for our high school at the time, but just sports in general.
Yep.
It's a really cool story.
Yeah, really good runner. I think he ran like a 4.5-minute mile on the beaches of Hawaii. He was out in Pearl Harbor and all this when Pearl Harbor went down. It was kind of crazy, his story, but he's out here running sub 5-minute miles on the beach. He was, again, going to be the first potential 4-minute miler, and then gets caught off to war. And the book is incredible. It's like 1,000 pages. It's an incredible book, and they turned it into a movie. The movie's outstanding too, but it really kind of gets into his story. And not that story is Loza's story, although they do share a common denominator, and they were built by North Torrance High School. So there you are. That's a little illustration. The point to be made here that two greats coming through the hallways of North Torrance. So Loza the Closa, dubbed here famously at Mississippi State. You kind of came in, Arizona State transfer rolling in. Fa Leilua, also an Arizona State transfer rolling in. Fa had a great career here and has a chance to go do some pro ball stuff here too. So excited about her summer that's getting ready to get cranked up as well. But, you coming in, transfer arm, international experience too. We're going to get into that too with you two here momentarily. We're kind of getting into some of your travels and where softball's taking you. But coming into Mississippi State, I remember you coming on your visit. We pick you up at the airport. I think we're in the Memphis airport. We get you in town, and you're snoozing in the back. You had a long flight in.
I am, yep.
So me and your dad, Jose is, what does he do, Alyssa? Tell the fans back home, what does your dad do for a living?
He is now the dean of his middle school. He was a teacher for the last 25 years plus. Now transitioned over to being the dean of his middle school.
A teacher of what?
History.
Oh, there it is. There it is. A history professor in his own right. So, yeah, we're sitting in the car. We're driving back from the airport, got a couple-hour drive, and we're shooting the breeze and talking about this and talking about that, and Louis Zamperini this and Louis Zamperini that. And the next thing you know, I look in the back, and Loza's asleep in the car.
Yep.
So she's snoozing, but me and your dad are hitting it off, man.
Yeah.
We're getting into all kinds of stuff, and it was fantastic. It was refreshing because I do like history, and our players will tell you that. We get into a lot of that kind of dialogue back and forth in team meetings and all that kind of fun stuff. But it was really cool to kind of connect with your dad and an education major at one point myself. I've told this on the show. I was going to possibly be a college professor. That was kind of my dream, want to be a college professor. And then the coaching role came a calling. And I say this all the time, coaching is a calling. So I got called into coaching, and the rest, as they say, is history. But it was really cool kind of having that conversation with you. And you were highly recruited out of the pre-transfer portal, but you were highly recruited. A lot of schools were after you. Some SEC schools were after you. You were actually on a visit at another school when you called us and said, hey, I'm ready to be a Bulldog.
Yep.
So we're like, heck yeah, Loza the Closa, well, although she wasn't the Closa yet, came to be a Bulldog. And kind of tell us a little bit about your role early in your career, kind of what led you into becoming Loza the Closa for us.
Yeah, I think it was more so my senior year. I kind of really leaned into that role. At the time, I just wanted to do whatever I could to help the team win. And at the time, we needed someone to close out games. And, I was like, you know what? 1-2 innings, here we go. I'm going to give it everything we got and just throw the piss out of the ball. And that's what I was able to do.
Yeah, and velo obviously is strong, so you don't really become the closer usually unless you got a plus arm. It's a velo. So every now and then you'll get a crafty lefty or a changeup closer, but typically it's gas. So we win the SEC. We're going into the SEC tournament. This is 2021, your senior year, and we're playing at Alabama. We got the 11 a.m. game. The rival Ole Miss is our first round opponent. And we're coming off of a heater. We had won, I think, eight consecutive SEC games. So we were as hot as anybody in the country at this time. We had a nice little back-and-forth game with Ole Miss in Tuscaloosa at Rhodes Stadium. And here we come. We get the lead late. We get the lead in the sixth. So now we're going into the top of the seventh. We got to bring Loza the closer in. We had, I think, a 2-run lead coming in. And you throw like 9 pitches, and it was like bam, 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 all like fastballs with a little bit of some spin to it on the inside corner. And we're watching the playback, and the gun's heavy at 73. We're like, yeah, we knew it was popping in there pretty good. Like Mia's sticking it, pow, and it's like sounded like a cannon going off every time it hit the mitt. And we're rewatching the game, and it's like 73, 73, 72, 71, 73. We're like, good gosh, we knew it looked hard, but so. Is the velo, has that kind of always been your game? Like, kind of tell us, at what point did you realize, hey, I got a pretty good arm and I can throw really, really fast? As a former, that's another story for another day. I got a kid that throws really, really fast. We won't get into that one today. But tell us, was velo kind of always a strong suit of yours?
Yeah, I think just, growing up, I was always a bigger kid, so I always threw a little bit harder. But it really wasn't until I got to Mississippi State that that I exploited that a lot more. And just really focused on throwing as hard as I could, making sure I hit spots too, because you can throw all day long and throw as hard as you can, but if you don't have any control, it's kind of hard to be successful with that. And so just really took pride in, making sure I was able to throw the ball hard, be able to locate spots, and just go out there and just compete.
Yep. And I think that's one of the things that really sets you apart, especially on our staff. We knew we could trust you at the end of the game. And it was the way that you engaged with your teammates, the eye contact with the catcher, the eye contact with who's got the bag at 2, come back or, hey, I'm going here with the ball. It was always like this positive body language that you just exuded, this confidence you exuded. So we compare you a lot, to pitchers like, hey, you see how Loza kind of commands the circle. That's what we're looking for there. Somebody that kind of commands the circle and wants the action and wants the competition and wants to compete. Whether you're feeling good or not feeling good, hey, I'm going to rear back and rock. We're going to see it. We're going to see where this thing goes. Right. As you were coming into Mississippi State, we're coming off the heels of Alex Wilcox. We'll talk about her in a minute with the All for Alex weekend that we just had. But tell us about Alex's impact with you and kind of what led you to get the number that you had here at Mississippi State.
Yeah, I've heard about her story. It was my sophomore year at my previous school, and just really impacted just how great she was as a person. I've heard nothing but great things about her and how much of a competitor she was, just how overall a great human being, and just something that I was always watching whenever the Mississippi State Bulldogs were on TV. I was like, man, that's one heck of a story right there. Yep. And then going into that summer, I never had the opportunity to meet her in person, but with just all the stories that I've heard from her previous teammates and her friends, I was like, wow, like, this is an incredible young lady. And then at the time, my number that I usually had, it was already taken. So it was like, what can I do? I didn't have the chance to meet her, but what can I do on my end to just make sure that her legacy continues to live on with this current team that we have? And so I was thinking, okay, let's think. All nine players on the field play for number 8. Yep. And so that's where I got the number 98.
A lot of folks thought it's because you threw 98 miles an hour. Right. Although it felt like it, when you're thinking about 60 feet versus, 43 feet, yeah, it's actually coming in there more than 98 miles an hour at 73 miles an hour in our game. So you're really throwing like 103 here. But, yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. All 9 playing for 8. So the number 98, Alyssa Loza rocked there. Only one in our program's history, I believe, to ever wear that number. So, and Alex famously the number 8 was the first female jersey number retired at Mississippi State University. So nobody can wear number 8. It's retired for Alex, which is kind of cool too. That was a great gesture by the athletic department and the president of the university and all that good stuff there with it too. So we just had All for Alex weekend. Arkansas Razorbacks came to town, had a really gritty performance Friday night. It's one of those pitching duels as we kind of thought it would be with Herron on the mound for them and Page on the mound for us. back and forth, 0-0, some runners on for both teams. We were able to get some really plus defensive plays to kind of keep them at bay. An offense that really, has tremendous numbers in terms of SEC play and non-conference play. So one of the hotter offensive teams in the Southeastern Conference. So we did a really good job of keeping them at bay on Friday night. Key with the big leadoff walk. She led off, I think, 2 innings with walks for us. And then Styles with a big double to get her to third base. So we're second to third. And then it was kind of a wild pitch that really got away from the catcher maybe 12 or 13 feet. Not very far, but Key, tremendous instincts. Did a heck of a job on the slide. Slid to the inside. Gave us the lead there in the 5th inning. And then I think the most impressive part behind that, Peja turning into Loza, the closer here, it was 6 up, 6 down right afterwards. So we wound up winning the Friday night game 1-0. Big win for us. Arkansas, the number 1 RPI team in the nation right now. So that gives us 3 top 5 wins already this year. So when you're looking at quad 1, quad 2, quad 3, and quad 4, there's even a sub-metric that breaks down the quad 1s into quad 1 through 5, 6 through 10, 11 through 15, so on and so forth, all the way to the top 25 teams. So having 3 of those weighted wins inside the 1 through 5 in the metrics is huge, particularly when you start looking into May and the postseason consideration and all that kind of fun stuff. So could really spend a whole show talking about the metrics, something that we really study analytically a lot as a coaching staff, and that kind of gets into your role now too. So good weekend to get that one. Bouncing back into now another road series, another 11th or 12th ranked team. Arkansas, top 10 team. Florida, top 10 team. Tennessee, a top 10 team. Now we got A&M, a top 15 team. So another great showdown opportunity on deck coming with us later this weekend. We'll hop on the plane today, head to good old College Station, and then get after it for a 3-game series this weekend. And one of the unique parts about this weekend, too, is our men's tennis team. Number 2 ranked team in the Southeastern Conference. Number 6 in the nation. They're going to be in College Station, too. So kind of an opportunity to collab and kind of overlap and maybe go support some of the guys as they play on Friday. We don't have a game until Friday night, like 7:30. And I think some of those guys are going to try to roll over and watch us play too. So you're going to have a chance to have 2 Mississippi State teams in the same place, staying at the same hotel. So it's going to be kind of a unique experience to be able to share the town with one of our other quality sporting teams here at Mississippi State as well. So kind of switching gears now as we roll into more of your role. And one of the topics of our show has been the pitching staff and some of the pitching staff numbers that we've had, some of the defensive numbers that we've had. We talk about pitching, defensive, timely hitting is always the 3 ingredients you're looking for to try to win a ball game. And one of the big pillars of our program this year was going out and getting some arms. We needed to go out and beef up the bullpen. Evaluate talent that does things well that we feel like can really impact us here. And then it's locking down that talent. Then you got to go recruit them. Okay, we think these players can excel. Then you got to go recruit them and get them in the boat. So that's all this past summer. We went and got 3 arms out of the portal. We talked about them at length before. So then, all right, so you get the folks in the boat. Now, what can we do as a staff to enhance them and bring out the best? Surround them by players. Defensively, they can help the pitchers in the circle out there. But what can we do and take what they do well and then enhance? And that kind of helps go into your role. So Loza, the Director of Player Development, working specifically with Coach T in the bullpen, and kind of tell us a little bit about how you guys collaborate with the analytical approach and different ways about manufacturing your bullpens, and then kind of going into, all right, what's the deep dive that's going to give us success on the weekends?
Yeah, I think Coach T does a really great job at first just evaluating her pitchers and seeing what they do well, what they need to improve on. And then from there is just giving my support to whatever she needs, whether we're throwing a Rapsodo out there and seeing what their metrics are, or just making sure things are ready to roll for her in the bullpen, and also just providing video. You know, if pitchers, we've got some pitchers that are more visual, so they want to see what their body looks like when they're pitching, so making sure that we've got cameras ready to roll for them, and that way we can take a look at what they're doing and make any small adjustments that need to be made. But just really making sure that they feel that they have that support and every type of tool or technology that they need to just overall improve their game.
No doubt.
No doubt.
Yep.
I think you talk about a lot of like things you do, roles you have. I think you have a lot of role with the hitters too. Like you're down there taking charts, you're down there with all your pens. Kind of give us like a day in the life of like game day, you're preparing, you're doing all your things. Kind of give us like a breakdown of what that looks like.
So breakdown with game days. So just making sure there's so much technology out there, right? There's so much data out there. And so just really making sure we have what the coaches need and what they need to feel prepared, and just having that organized for them.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing is making sure they have time to do their job. So my job is just making sure, okay, they feel supported, they have all the tools, all the scouts that they need, so that way they can go out there and do the thing with the girls. And so just making sure we got all the scouts ready. We usually, Monday morning, we'll come in the office and we'll just kind of get that hammering out with making sure we've got all that data from, we got TrackMan now, we got 643 charts.
Synergy.
Yes, we got Synergy. So just making sure all that video is ready to go for the girls when they come in for early hitting. And then if they have any specific questions on what the pitchers do, tendencies, their go-to pitches, what their pitches are actually doing, just making sure we've got that information, and making sure it's organized for them, right? Like, we don't want to information overload on them. We want them to, okay, this is what you're looking for, this is what she does, but this is what you're going to do in order to beat her and compete against her. So I think it's just really simplifying it for them, and just making sure that they feel confident in the box, and they're just competing their tail off. So.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the unique part of this game and how much it's grown, and a lot of that can be attributed to the. Really, it goes back to 2016 and the SEC network kind of getting going. There was nothing like that beforehand. You might catch a game on ESPN or ESPN2 or something along those lines, and when it comes to like scouting other teams, a lot of times you're going back at the box score. All right, this so-and-so gets X amount of fly ball outs, they get X amount of ground ball outs, so they must be something down if you're getting a lot of ground balls and something up if you're getting a lot of fly balls. Like, that's kind of the old school way without getting on the phone and talking to other coaches that played against somebody. There was a lot of scouting that was kind of dated in terms of that until you started getting the technology piece. And it really started with the TV part. And then enter the TrackMans of the world, enter the Hit Tracks of the world, enter the Rapsodos of the world, the Yakertechs, the Blast. Now there became all these metrics and this overload of data. So how do you pick and choose what you want to use? And this is where you come in. And this has been the biggest piece to me to help complement our staff, is utilizing you and your skills. And, it's not uncommon to come in and Loza's on the phone with Hit Tracks, working on something on the data with Hit Tracks or TrackMan, or getting these cameras lined in and tuned in and recalibrated. And I mean, it gets into umpire strike zone now. There's so much stuff you can do, and you find out like which umpires, maybe call a little bit off the plate, which ones don't, which are going to stay within the zone. And this is all like data driven. And this is something that 5 or 6 years ago you really didn't have. And now it's like part of the norm, especially in the Southeastern Conference. It's kind of part of the norm, and it's that chess match back and forth because we have this information, but so does other people.
Right.
So when we're looking into trying to evaluate and game plan for Texas A&M or Tennessee or Florida, whoever it is, you're the first one kind of in looking at a lot of this stuff. Hey, we have this much break on the rise. We have this much break on the drop. We got this much horizontal movement. So as we're trying to game plan during the week and get our pitching machines dialed up to mimic what we're going to see, we're trying to get that as close as we possibly can to the numbers that you're reading. And oftentimes, it'll come to you in the form of like a vector file, not to be confused with Abigail Stevens.
Yeah.
All right.
Not a vector.
Some kind of a vector file, and it's like, how do you then read that data? And I think that's where, you having the opportunity to do all that and break that down for us helps us out as we're getting ready for practice and practice plans and all that kind of stuff. Having someone on the back end that's kind of spitting these numbers out, getting us ready to go, really helps out Coach Ricketts a lot, helps out Zach a lot, what we're trying to do offensively. And I know the charts and everything. I walk in my office on Monday, everything's laid out for the weekend. We're ready to roll. So now it's able to, all right, let's go ahead and let's adjust our defense kind of based on what other teams like to do and what their tendencies are. So you allow us to do our job. So really appreciate you and your thankless service. A lot of times the jobs you're doing doesn't get noticed. You're kind of behind the scenes a lot. That doesn't get noticed, and I want you to understand that is greatly appreciated. If people don't tell you enough already, I'm telling you now, it's greatly appreciated, and it's not unnoticed there for what you do for the program. So with a lot of that was a lot to go through right there. Kind of getting into your softball story. Now, you played some international competition growing up. Got a cool chance to see some unique things, and Sacco's gotten to see some unique things here too. I'm a world traveler as well. I counted up the other day. I've been to 12 countries, including the U.S. I mean, you kind of got to be including the U.S. if you live in the U.S. So 11 other countries I've been able to, knock on wood, lucky enough to be able to go and see, and it's something that my wife and I like to do when we can. We try to go and see some new things out in the world, and but you've been able to do some of that, and also the game of softball has taken you to the pro level as well, the past 2 summers with the AUSL. So kind of tell us a little bit of some of the places that you've been and kind of the unique experiences you've gotten to do through the world of softball.
Yeah, I've been super fortunate. I got to play with the junior Mexican national team and the Mexican national team when I was midway through my playing career. I think junior year. Got to go to Canada. Got to go play in the Canada Cup. We also had the opportunity to go and have a training camp in Japan for 2
Real
weeks,
cool.
and that was a really, really cool experience to experience their culture and see how they play the game over there. Just another level of softball that's out
Yep.
there. So really cool to experience that firsthand. Got to play in different cities in Mexico. And yeah, so far that's the other countries that I've been to. And then being a part of the Athletes Unlimited the last 2 summers, it's just been an awesome experience getting to be around such elite players, the best of the best. And
Yep.
we've got Sacco over here being a part of that, and Mia Davidson too.
Right.
But yeah, just being able to be with those players day in and day out, being able to throw BP to them, see what their preparation looks like, see how intentional they are with their training, and how quick their adjustability is. It's insane, and it's why they're elite. So just really, really grateful that I got to be a part of that experience.
Yeah, that's awesome. You know, when you're around other greats, you kind of get to really hone in on their craft.
Yeah.
You know, we talk about being a 1%er. You know, the experts are the 1%ers. And they're all 1%ers. All these people, Rachel Garcia, they're all 1%ers. So you're getting around some of these people. So what's kind of the biggest thing that you've learned from your experiences in AU, and you know, whether it be about how they go about, you know, preparation on game day? A lot of folks, you just see them on TV. And what did you do beforehand?
Right.
Well, some are already lifting. They're lifting on game days. They're up at 6 a.m. They're paying attention to the diet. They're paying attention to their sleep habits. All these things get ready to play. But kind of what's the biggest, maybe eye-opening thing that you saw being around all these professional athletes the last 2 summers?
Yeah, I think it's just the intentionality that they have with their craft. There's not one little thing that goes unnoticed with them, and Sacco, you know, she does a great job doing that, even when she's training in the off season with us. But it's just seeing how great they are and how intentional they are, and just their overall competitiveness.
Yep.
Like, they are relentlessly competitive in whatever facet of the game it is, whether it's hitting, defense, pitching, and it's just another zone that they go into. And it all starts with their preparation in early BP. There was times where we had early BP sessions before their BP before the game, and so we've had so many players come and do that, and just super fortunate that I got to see that firsthand. Yeah. And there were specific pitches that they wanted to see from me, and I was like, okay, all right, here we go. And so just seeing how specific they are, what they wanted to work on game day, it kind of differed a little bit practice day versus game day. But just seeing how intentional they were, it's insane. And not only, it forces you to better yourself, right? And it helps you think about, okay, what do I need to do better, so that way they feel prepared, and that way they can go out there and perform. And so I've taken that experience and brought that over to our program too. And
Yep.
Hopefully I'm doing my best to help our players be prepared with that. But yeah, just really grateful for that opportunity.
No doubt, no doubt. And, you know, in addition to all the data-driven, you know, that arm of yours is still in pretty good shape.
Yeah.
You know, so I know there's been several of the pro players like, man, this is money BP right here. And getting a chance to have you throw to our players too is huge, you know, because you have a chance to kind of, because you know what we're looking for, you can manipulate your BP to where you can go, hey, I'm going to get a little more upspin today to kind of get ready for the rise ball arms, or maybe curves that have rise movement as well. Or you can go more drop. You know, it's kind of, you can manipulate that ball to where your BP has a little bit more of a down action to it. So you're trying to get ready to mimic what you're going to see. And it's no different than what you see at the big league level too. You know, those guys are out there on BP. They've got the righty going, and he's trying to create some sink and some arm side run, because that's what the starter is supposed to be doing that day. Or maybe they're going to be facing a lefty, so they got the left-handed BP thrower getting ready for all that kind of stuff too. So definitely very similar with that. Kind of getting into Japan, Mexico, Canada, Chicago. What's been your favorite city in the world that you've been able to visit via softball?
Man, favorite
That might be a
city.
loaded
That's a
question
good
there.
question.
I've been to so many great cities. I think the biggest one that was just really cool to experience was Tokyo.
Oh yeah.
Got to see that, and that first time ever being there, and just like the culture there, the people are so nice. I love seafood, so I'm a big sushi fan.
There you go.
So that was really, really cool to experience. But really, just wherever great softball was.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got to experience that in Japan. We got to face different teams in Canada. And honestly, I had never been to Chicago before going there the last 2 summers. And so really, really enjoy Chicago too.
Now you know where all the best, the deep dish pizza places
Oh, yeah.
are.
Oh, yeah.
And our team was there last year in Northwest. You're like, I got this, y'all. Here's where we're going to go. No, that's good stuff. What about you, Sacco? You've been able to go a few places now, too, with
Yeah.
the USA and obviously with Mississippi State, too. What's been your favorite stop on your journey?
Definitely Australia. I think the culture over there was very different from here. The food over there was good to try. So definitely Australia. The flight, though,
Not so much.
Not so much. But once you land and you get adjusted, Australia for sure.
Love it, love it. You know, I've not been to Australia or Japan, so I have to kind of,
There you go.
you know,
2 more.
get the passport out, you know,
Make it
get some more
13.
stamps on there on the old passport. So
you
it's good stuff. Well, very fortunate to be able to be around so many good ball players, both here and, you know, future players too. So very, very blessed with what softball has brought to us. Certainly glad to have you as part of the program. Glad to have you as our player development as well. So many different things that you're able to do for us, which is huge. So certainly appreciate you, Sacco. We appreciate you, your contributions to the team as well. And we'll get ready to take on the Aggies this weekend. Coming off a hot weekend, they had a sweep against Ole Miss this past weekend. They won their midweek against Baylor this week. So a team, it's like rinse and repeat in the
Yeah.
SEC. Everybody's good, and every time you go in, you're catching somebody off a sweep. We just caught Arkansas off a sweep. Now you're getting A&M off a sweep. So a lot of formidable foes, as Mike Leach would say. But excited about the opportunity again this weekend. Another Maroon school, another Adidas school. So a lot of similarities between us and A&M as we roll into town this weekend. So thank you guys for tuning in for this week's episode of the Rounding Third podcast. For Sierra Sacco and Alyssa Loza, I'm Tyler Bratton, Hell State.
Hell State.
I'll stay.